We love hip
Also,
hop.
one more announcement before we're off of this here. Let me find the flyer over on your page, Natural,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
because the Sexy Red show is going down.
If you want it.
On a very special day.
Oh,
On a very
my
special day.
Lord. Can we talk about that quick? And that will bring us into our first topic. So the Sexy Red show, May 15th. Okay.
Jeez.
Kind of timing, kind of.
Yeah, it's very interesting because happening at Rebel, 11 Poston Street, May 15th. But May 15th is also the day that Iceman drops.
There we go.
Shout out to Kishka. It's Almighty Kishka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the one that did the grand reveal.
Yeah, so before you say that, let's plug the event, okay? Because that's going to be major. And I seen it posted on another thing saying this is going to be a little bit more major than we thought it was going to be.
Jeez.
Because of the fact that Iceman is dropping. So it's going to be, if you could pull that up on the screen right there, Jake. It's going to be over, like you said, at Rebel. What is it? Poston Street?
11 Poston Street.
11 Poston Street. Sexy Red is going to be in town. Special guest DJ Nacho Wave.
Jeez.
Okay, it's going to go crazy.
Say Mandem can forward with you?
Yeah, definitely. I have to see how many people I could bring.
I'm your cameraman.
I lie, not for sure.
Fam, I'm rolling with you from like early.
I like facts.
Camera up, bro.
Because they're theorizing that that a very, very, very special guest might pop through.
Bro, we don't have to theorize that shit no more, fam. Like, the timing is just impeccable, bro.
You think so?
Yes, fam. Man, them knew from time that they were going to freaking release the Iceman on May 15th. Sexy Red's going to be in town.
Jeez.
I'll pop out, friggin' be like, Iceman friggin' is here. After midnight, bro. Everything is, all the stars are aligning, bro.
What time's your set?
I don't even know that yet.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm kind of glad that it's not because he's going to be there, but because, beer shotties have been trying to like, oh, I want to come with you. I want to come with you. Like, even this one shotty is like, oh, like, let's go out sometimes before. So, low-key, I've actually been getting beer nons just off of it. You know what I mean?
They're trying to butter you up, bro.
You know what I mean? But now I could say like, oh, they said I can't bring anybody because like security, da-da-da, so I can't bring you, da-da,
Yo, bro, Drake, there's a 99% chance. I was going to say 98.5% chance, but I'll say 99% chance that Drake going to be there, fam.
No, facts.
That's going to be a friggin' event and a half, fam.
It's going to be crazy. You think there's going to be any problems with me and the OVO, man?
Nah, bro, don't even think about that, fam. Don't even worry about that, fam. Bro, think about the fact that you got booked to do the Sexy Red show with no knowledge that Iceman was going to be dropping May 15th, fam.
That is true.
The stars are aligning for you too, fam. Freaking air horns for that, fam.
That is facts.
Fam, you're DJing one of the biggest shows that is going to be on the biggest night, bro.
That is, and to be honest, that's a testament to show that if you just keep your, I don't want to say keep your head down because I'd be like, very vocal, but if you just work very hard and stay consistent, then the universe will meet you halfway and oftentimes meet you 3/4 of the way in thing,
Yes, fam. That's divine, fam. That's going to be a crazy night, fam.
No, I'm super looking forward to it. Everybody get your tickets. May 15th, Rebel is going down.
Yeah. Sorry for the long announcement, but like, it's no, fam. Like, the fact that like all of that is happening and like, bro, this Iceman promotion, most goated friggin' rollout I've seen from an artist, period, in a long time, including Kanye West.
Really?
Yes. Come on, fam. Everything that he's been doing, even prior to this huge ice block thing that we're gonna get into right now, like, he's lined up all of this stuff perfectly, bro.
Let's go. I need some time to breathe because I'm like, bring up Drake. He's gonna be at the concert. Then I'm about to, you know what I mean? So let's go first.
Yeah. Let me compliment sandwich.
Okay, so before we even do, let me show a little bit of video, right? Because that ice block thing was just crazy. If you could pull this up on the screen, this is courtesy of Academics, right? Right, and if I could just show y'all the original post.
Yeah, I was about to say we should start from the beginning, bro.
Yeah. So let's find the original post. Actually, I know exactly where to find the original post.
Jeez, on your page, on my page, on everybody posted that, bro.
Yeah, but the source himself, remember, he's the one who posted this.
Mud.
Right? 81 Bond Street. That's like literally right in the middle of downtown near Dundas or Sankofa Square.
Yeah, right near Eaton Center.
Right? And he had posted this, and basically people just went flying down there and you know, he didn't even say in here that the friggin' Iceman is in the middle of this shit. How did everybody find that out?
He put it in his story.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yo, you know what's hilarious? Okay, so the day that this dropped, everyone's going crazy, but like at first I don't want to say I didn't care for it, but because I already lived downtown, I'm like, I'm going to see it eventually,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I had a shotty pulling up for 6. 5 o'clock in the group chat, yo, Natural, how far are you from the Iceman sculpture? I'm like, I'm not too far still. It's like, yo, you could go over there and get some pictures and video. I'm looking at the time, it's like 5:15. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, stop. I could go crush. I could go deal with that. Predator, all right, go to Young and Gerard. I'm like, man, I didn't even look for any other source. I'm like, if Friday told me to go to Young and Gerard, everyone says Friday is my boss, whatever, blah, blah, I'm going to listen to the boss. I go over to Young and Gerard. I ain't seen not a freaking icicle. I see a pops, nothing to do with ice, nigga.
Young and Gerard.
I ain't see nothing to do with ice over
I don't
there,
know
bro.
why I assumed Young and Gerard, but yeah, I was totally wrong with that.
So then I checked, but fortunately it was like a block away. It was that Dundas, so I just walked down there. And then it was like a frenzy over there, you know what I mean? As soon as I went there, I seen pure content creators. I seen Cringe Kev doing interviews for 6 Buzz. So I did an interview with him. I seen the Canadian press. They recognized me from the show, so I did the interview with them. I did collabs like for my own page. Like I ended up staying there longer than I anticipated. You know what I mean? Ended up pulling up the next day with Czar.
Yeah.
So my first look at it, I thought it was an amazing art installation. Like it was it's abstract in a way where it's like a striking image, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this bright blue ice sculpture just in the middle of downtown. Toronto is a beautiful city, but it's like it's very grungy, you know what I mean? So like I just thought it was like a cool juxtaposition.
Yeah, and people went crazy. Like I'm gonna show a little bit more footage of some of these people going nuts here.
At Drake's Iceman massive block of ice, I'm a big fan of Drake, and what I want to do, the first person who gets this key gets a brand new car.
Yo, people are getting haircuts up there, doing all kind of wild shit.
Who's the piano guy?
Piano Man.
Shout out Piano Man. He went on top and he was doing the piano content on top of there.
Yeah.
Kishka was on top trying to break through the ice the first night and then went back the second day.
Yeah, people went nuts. Flamethrowers, all types of shit.
It was beautiful.
Even Czar got a viral video over there.
I got a very viral video.
Yeah. Let's pull up that video.
Oh, God.
Too, man. Hold on.
Sorry if it's playing on one side, but it's crazy. The one video that I have is stereo on one side is like one of my biggest videos ever, and like no one complained about it, I guess.
So let's go.
If the content's good.
Let's go over the Borough sound over here.
Nah,
Here's
left. Okay, this is
some
natural.
of the content.
This is natural and Cringe Kev.
Mud.
I don't
Jeez.
want to get copyright, but
But funny enough, okay, just quickly, I did a poll on like which version is the best. Tory Lanez got 36%, and then Drake and Popcorn got 30%, and then Beanie Man got like 2%.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Shout out
Tory
to
Lanez took
Tory
over
Lanez.
that rhythm still.
So here's the post here that it's getting posted on a lot of different places. Holy.
What's playing on both sides?
Hey, why you do that?
What?
Why'd you do that?
Why not?
We're not even in America, bro.
What's that?
We're not even in America.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's like wrong messaging, wrong place.
You think Canadian or Americans don't listen to Drake?
I know, but don't you find that it was kind of like a selfish, like political opportunity? Like this is like a piece of art, and you're kind of using it for like moral, like self-righteous purposes.
Why not?
Art is
We love
about
hip-hop.
humans.
Bro.
Right, yeah.
They didn't give. Where's the guidelines?
That's a Joker?
I mean, technically everyone's been vandalizing it, so I feel like technically you're
Put
allowed.
my name on it.
I feel like this is gonna like make a difference in terms of like awareness about ice, even though we're in Canada and ice is in America.
We are in this danger to have ice here.
Ew, what is that?
Like,
Yeah, if illegal people come here, ice will come and get
Dog.
them, right?
what exactly made
Again, it
this
has
country?
nothing to do with Canada or America, right? There's like space, and it's installation art. and we can respond to it or be how we wish around it, right?
All right. So yeah, that went really serious.
Yeah, like Six Buzz just posted it. Keep Six posted to RTN. Shout out everyone.
Yeah.
Was that Shotty wearing a mustache?
I think she was wearing a mustache with eyeliner, or if
I
maybe
think she had like mouth makeup or something on, man.
I think maybe she could be trying to take hormones as well. I don't know.
Okay. Let's move away from that.
Yeah. But what I will say is I did find it interesting because technically, like, he is within his right to do that. People were vandalizing it, scratching their stuff.
Yeah.
To me, I just don't like when people politicize things that don't need to be politicized.
Yeah.
Or try to virtue signal by being self-righteous and promoting like some social justice cause that honestly probably like ICE is not really a concern for us. You know what I'm saying? In Canada.
But on the flip side, wouldn't that be the perfect place to kind of get your messaging off because there is so many people around?
Yeah.
I agree.
And I was even thinking, you documenting him kind of made it go even, kind of
100%.
pushed his message.
Made it go viral.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like my views on ICE, like it's like nuanced. Like I'm not like, oh, like pro ICE, anti ICE, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it was honestly, it opened up a good amount of conversation because I learned that ICE has offices in Canada. In every US embassy building, they have like ICE in there. You know what I'm saying? And apparently they work alongside OPP to stop transnational crimes that have to do with like illegals and stuff over there. And
let's not make this too political.
Fuck all that ICE shit. Iceman's on the way May 15th, dog. You crazy, bro? I see bare things over there. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I just find it funny because it was like a non-political like advertisement, and then it just like everything inherently gets politicized by the left, I think. And for me, just like there's a time and place for certain things. If you want to protest ICE, go to the US embassy and spray it on their doors. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is crazy marketing. Hundreds of thousands of people, even like Americans, hit me up about this because like my American friends. So like, I guess it works still.
I was watching an American YouTube channel this like earlier today, and they used your video, bro. I'm like, okay, yeah, this went crazy.
Yeah. Even with that, like there was some politicization of it. But some of the news, the way they kind of spun the cleanup of it, they're kind of being like, oh, how is Drake using all of these resources? This is a wild waste of water. You know, they have the firemen over there today, or fire department, I mean, you know, using warm water to melt it down. They're like, who's gonna pay for this? And it's like, I feel like they've planned all of that out ahead of time. It's the same thing even with the explosion the other day.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the residents are mad and stuff like that. There's always somebody who's going to find some reason to find a negative thing or put a negative spin on what Drizzy's doing. You know what I'm saying? But this is like the most attention that Toronto's had in a long time.
That is true. And because it is invoking such reactions, that's why I love this art installation.
Yeah.
I'm always very critical of when Drake tries to be like artsy because I think he misses the mark. But even though he did get inspiration from this other art piece, I think it's called Fluid. It happened in California.
Like 1967 or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like, you know, all art, like nothing new is under the sun, you know? So like, I don't know, I just thought this was dope.
Yeah.
The amount of creators that were able to like get buzz. Shout out to, I want to like highlight Kishka, you know, because his, I guess, storyline throughout this has been like very cool, you know? Aiden Ross hit him up like after he first pulled up. And then kind of like showing him that Drake was happening,
Yeah.
I do think that it was a little staged.
A little staged? I don't know, man. I feel like it was a lot of staged. And I don't want to be a hater, right? Because salute to Kishka. He goated for that. But I'm going to pull up something over here, courtesy of Six Trenches, okay? They have a video that they posted here saying fans are angry and calling the Iceman reveal staged with a Toronto streamer.
Angry is a stretch.
Yeah, I know, they're angry. So watch this little breakdown video they have here.
album release is completely staged. A streamer known as Kishka found a mysterious blue package on top of Drake's ice sculpture in Toronto. Then got a call from Aiden Ross saying go to Drake's house immediately. So once he arrived, Drake's team basically gave him a pair of scissors, and inside the bag was the release date being May 15th for Iceman. But I'm here to tell you, this Iceman thing is completely staged. Last night, the same streamer was on top of the Iceman structure for over an hour. You're telling me that he didn't see this blue bag anywhere? After being up there for almost 2 hours, the cops then come and shut it down. Then this morning, we sent overtime people to go to the structure, and at 12
Hold on, let me pause for a second. I wish I could rewind what I just saw right there. But I'm on Instagram.
Oh, when the ice fell?
When the ice fell, I saw the blue thing inside of the block.
Eastern, it was completely gated off. But guess what? The moment Kishka goes live, it opens up again and he's able to go on top of the structure and he finds a bag. I believe that during the night, while no one was looking, someone on Drake's team put the ice bag into the ice and told him, hey, it's going to be right here.
So Kishka's working with Drake.
Exactly. The Drake Iceman album release is completely...
I don't think that they put it there overnight. I do think that it was always there. But even... like someone got an aerial shot of Kishka when he got the bag, and like all the surrounding blocks are kind of like untouched. But you know, it kind of like he knew where to go basically. So obviously, like they told him, "Oh, go to Ice Block 2D or whatever." Like you know, the kind of.
I can see the bag. Pull this up over here, Jake, please. Look, where I'm
that dark blue right there.
No, but that was the same. That was the same day that he got it.
This is the day he got it? This is from a day ago, right?
Yeah. Me and Zar were there.
We're probably in that shot.
We can see this.
But look around. Like, there's nothing. Yeah, so like...
So you're telling me that wasn't... You couldn't see that last night? Or the night before, I mean?
That's what they're saying. But
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I feel like... they told him where to go still.
Fam, like, it's like literally right there on the top of the block. Mans were on there doing haircuts, friggin' trying to roast it with friggin' fire. He knocked a block off.
Low-key, I feel like they probably wanted it to last a little bit longer, but because people were wilding so much, they had to like expedite.
I think that's what it was. Like, I think the plan was probably, because naturally I feel like that would have taken like at least a week or two to melt.
Months, bro.
Like months, bro. Like, well, he said it was going to release May 15th, so probably 2 weeks max. Like it would be, you know? So, but maybe they realized, okay, if day one, we have all these kids setting fires. Like imagine by day 10, like it could be like a public safety issue. So they're probably like, yeah, let's expedite this process. And maybe the plan all along was, okay, Drake is going to choose a local, one of our biggest local streamers to convey the message, because that's also going to go to the streaming world, not just to Toronto, but like the Aiden Rosses and all those guys. So
yes, I agree, but there's a part of it I gotta push back. Pause. Because, okay, the whole expediting the process, that would assume that he's running an audible, like, oh shit, this got a little bit crazier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let me just get, let's get somebody in there so we can get this out. I think that was the plan the whole time.
No, I think that was the plan the whole time, but I think like Zara said, it's supposed to take a week, 2 weeks. Because like May 15th is still... like a month away, like 3 weeks away.
That's perfect timing to freaking... Bro, remember, we started this segment by saying you are DJing at the Sexy Red Show on May 15th.
But you don't think it would have hit harder if like, oh, the album drops in 2 weeks rather than like, oh, it's a month away? Well, I guess it's not that much of a difference.
That's not that long away, fam. I think... And listen, I'm not even trying to be a hater. I'm just, if we're going to go into conspiracy land.
This was the plan all along?
This is the plan all along.
I don't think so, bro. Because think about it. I feel like Drake wanted that sculpture to last as long as possible before the release. Because now it's like we're going to have 3 weeks to a month before the album drops. So like the sculpture isn't going to be fresh in our minds like it is currently. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like the live streams. Yeah. It's almost like how the live streams he was doing it, and then like there was too much time in between the next marketing scheme.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably going to do one more sort of experiential marketing campaign.
This is what I'm saying. This time in between this, like the sculpture, people are still going over there and watching it. There's news. The news has been talking about it on CP24 literally all day.
I walked by it every day on my way to work. And even today, it was still up. Although the fire marshals and them, they did hose it down some. It's so much ice that like it's gonna take.
It's gonna take some time, and the fact that they have to get the fire department out there and the news coverage of the cleanup and everything, like that is like something that's gonna stick in our mind. And remember, he's still gonna do other shit in between, but like, bro, he's stacking up all of the different freaking like major moments to lead us into Iceman, bro.
So you think he has to do something else? Like this isn't the
we
grand
still need
finale.
Iceman Part 4, the video, and that's going to be something major.
Okay, that's okay. I could see that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fam, again, I might be wrong, but you put up the sculptor, right? 2 days later, or what? A day later, we give everybody the date, right? Send everybody on a frenzy. I know I'm going to give it to Kishka, right? He's all part of the plan. I'm going to give him 50 racks and salute to Kishka because he got 50 racks off of this too. You know what I'm saying? He put in mad work.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it kind of lines up. He's a well-known streamer. He's one of the well-known streamers amongst our community. So it's not like, oh, hey, Drake went and gave some money to some white youth again. You know what I'm saying? He gave some money to one of the man them.
Yeah.
Right? And like friggin', he's already connected with the streamer community. He was over at Streamer University, like
Kishka.
Yeah. It all lines up. And boom, send him on his way and catapult him too, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, Kishka was the perfect candidate to execute.
Who else?
In the city, you might have a point. I was gonna Kribas, but I think Kishka's bigger.
If it was just some random streamer, right? With all due respect to the other streamers out there, if it was some random streamer who found a bag, right? And now they're supposed to go over to Drake's house, which was never a part of the plan before. It just popped up. Like, okay, we're gonna go to his house and then freaking present it to him. Nobody said that was part of the plan. He knew exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, he didn't announce like, $50,000 for whoever finds the date. Like that part of the contest was not mentioned.
No, but like the fact that he even went over to Drizzy to go bring the bag, fam. Any other streamer, if it was just some random streamer who was supposed to find that, they're not gonna say, okay, next stop, Drake's house.
Because Zara and I were right there, like, so the man grabbed the bag, hopped down from the thing, and like he knew he just ran to the whip immediately. You know what I mean? Low-key, he dropped the bag. And then this next youth grabbed it. And then security grabbed the youth.
Yes.
You're not going anywhere. Type shit. You know?
What do you think you're doing? Like, so obviously, and I don't mind it being staged, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at that.
You have to have some sort of control in the chaos.
Yeah.
And what I do like about this is like, it shows effort. Like Drake is putting effort to make the rollout special for his fans. I understand that he wants to maximize his bottom line and make the most money possible.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to put in this much effort. He's already the biggest artist in the world. So
what?
Like, we don't need an ice sculpture to know who Drake is or that his album's coming out.
No, but he still has to put in way more effort than he's ever done before.
Yeah, that's
maybe because of the circumstances, like of the rap beef. But I still think that like he could get away with just using his IG and like little, bro. If he wants, he can go on talk shows. If this guy could go on Jimmy Fallon if he wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He could reach way. But he's like, yo, I'm actually gonna make something that people are gonna remember. I want something that is artistic in a sense, something creative, something that can get my city involved.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to Natural about it, I did like an interview with Natural, and we were talking about how like, you know, some of Drake's albums like are more Toronto themed, Toronto centric. And I think Iceman's going to be one of those albums like of views.
Okay, so Friday, earlier you said this is one of the greatest rollouts in human history. Or some crazy shit.
Kind of pushing it, but keep going.
You did say that.
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't feel that way. Although I do love this art installation. This was amazing. It kind of reminded me of when Kanye was doing the videos on the side of like random buildings for Jesus, you know? But for this Iceman rollout as a whole, I think that like it was, you know, there's many missteps along the way. There's many like fumbles and stuff.
Yes, you know? Or learning lessons, right? And that now it sounds like I'm really caping for Mandem, right? But like He did 3 freaking installations of the Iceman like live stream. These are not movies, pre-recorded videos. Like it was like 18 cameras, drones, location switches, all live, fam. That's a lot of work to roll out an album.
It was scripted. I don't think it's a lot of work. He just hopped in the whip, drove around, listened to his music.
Brother.
Nah, there's a lot more going on behind. Bro, the production, the staff, like and it was all filmed in like one go pretty much. So like there's a lot of moving parts to that. For
Even
sure.
why some people were complaining about some of the long spaces in between is because it's not pre-recorded. He's traveling in real time from one place to another that took 15 minutes and people are filming him traveling and then, okay, let's keep the camera on this place until he actually gets there. Like, yo, they could have pre-recorded that, fam, and got that off way easier, fam. Man's had 18 live cameras running at the same time. That's mod, bro. For a rollout for an album?
But it is mod. But like, I don't know. I just feel like for an album, like it's just not like that crazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he did 3 live streams, bro. Oh my God.
Bro, but when you're saying that, you're making it sound like he's just sitting in front of his computer. Like these are like high-end productions.
And also,
all men do IRL streams, bro.
Yes. Okay.
Not like that. Not multi-camera IRL streams with scenery like that and specific intentional characters.
Bro, the men were in Italy and all kind of places.
Bro. I see it look like he's neon or something just walking. Like,
yo, I seen iShow Speed go to like every country in the world. Man just monkey, doing all kinds of crazy shit. You know what I mean? The man spending 11, 12 hours on stream doing backflips in Sanguali and all these next places.
So to be a streamer, so that he can go do another stream and maybe try to top that stream. This guy's doing a stream with a whole bunch of cameras and actors and freaking big time guests to roll out his album, brother.
And yeah, you can't say it's the same
goal.
Thing. It's not the same thing.
It's not so that he can continue being a streamer for the rest of his life. It's so that he can be a rapper, bro.
Speed is doing it so he can entertain people, and then at the end, he's gonna make his bag.
Yes, but it's not like he has an album coming out that he's pulling out all the stops and he went to Africa and he freaking did a stream in Africa so that you can check his album. He's like, no, I'm gonna do another stream later.
But
it's
that's
not the same.
Well, he's basically rolling out for his next stream type thing. Like that's type shit.
It's not the same, bro. It's just hate, bro.
I think
you know what I'm saying?
I hear what Natural's saying where it's like it's streaming at the end of the day, but it's a totally different style of IRL streaming.
And
like
I'm just mentioning that. That's just the streaming. Okay? That's just part of the rollout, fam. Okay. He still went, let me finish.
My bad.
He did that. And then, fam, before that, he was teasing this Iceman theme for a long time. All the way back to the whole friggin' 100 gigs where he rolled out all that music. Everything was all lining up. The friggin' plot twist page and all of these hidden messages and stuff like that. The Iceman pictures. Then he did the friggin' 3 Iceman streams. Now we're talking about an art installation that's taking over the friggin' whole internet, fam. Like, this is a lot for one album, brother.
Okay, so like you said, this is spanning back from the beef, you know, so...
Actually, before the beef. He was teasing Iceman.
2+ years.
Yes.
So in 2+ years, he posted some cryptic Instagram posts, did 3 live streams, and put some ice downtown Toronto. That's so crazy. Like that's like how many days is that? That's like 600 days.
No. That's just what I mentioned, bro.
This guy simplified it the way he reduced it to like.
oh my bad. He did some duck lip freaking selfie pics and shit.
Hey, remember he's talking about the show, eh?
You guys are making me do this, but I said I love the art.
Be honest. Like,
you know, I love the art installation, you know what I mean? And I do think this is a good rollout, you know, but like it's just been so long where I don't think that he's doing anything like so crazy.
Okay, let me ask you something. If he did everything you had just stated, but in a shorter, condensed amount of time where it's like consecutive, like, okay, first we had the streams, then we had, you know, the IG pictures or like and then we had the ice sculpture. Like, would that have made it better for you where it's like in a more compact time restraint?
No, definitely.
Yeah, okay. I think so. I think what Natural's hinting at, which I kind of agree, is that the distance between the marketing campaigns, like the space in between is what kind of, I don't want to say kills the momentum, but it does kind of stop the momentum a little bit because you're like, oh, okay, we got the live stream, nothing. Oh, then we got the ice sculpture, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can kind of hear that.
We got the ice sculpture and we got a date.
End of day, but like, what's next? So we want a 4th live stream. That's what probably we're expecting.
What else? Okay, the 4th live stream is like the cherry on top, fam. Like, fam, like what else is, how much more money does man have to spend on his rollout, fam?
Look, me personally, like I said, he's putting in, I don't think he has to do any of this.
Like, we're talking about the same guy who's done a bunch of surprise drops.
Okay, the way how I see it, like the way how I interpreted it, was I don't even think there was supposed to be no ice sculpture or whatever. I think it was supposed to drop closer to when the live streams happened, but then man lost the lawsuit and stuff. So it kind of like changed the plan. So they had to like rework it, which is why there was a delay. So then now this is like, oh, this is like the Audible. This is Plan B. This is Plan Bot or whatever they called it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but I still rate the effort, bro, because it's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like, because when you were saying it's like, oh, in 600 days, you only did like X, Y, Z. And when you said it, it was like, damn, like it doesn't feel like he did that much.
No,
but
that's the hate working.
That's
bro.
the hate working.
Yeah,
but I'm like, no, like there's a lot of effort. And like, if he had to adapt, maybe something happened with the album. You have to add more songs or remove more songs. So he had to pivot and be like, okay, like I thought the live streams were going to be enough. Iceman, Ice Theme, let's do ice sculpture, pyramid, whatever.
And like,
this is important, not to interrupt you, Natural. This is important. This is one of his most important albums, bro. This is post-beef, post his reputation getting dragged through the mud. Like, they were making fun of him during award shows and stuff like this, bro. Like the comedians and the hosts were like running his name, running PDF jokes on his name. Like, this guy has to make sure, and he's beefing with the label. He sued the label, so he's beefing with these guys. He has to make sure that this hits, or people are gonna diss him, bro.
And that's why he has to do a rollout. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I feel like when he did the 100 gigs, that was him testing the surprise thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he was like, okay, I can't really go that route. So now let me plan something. Okay, live, that plan got messed up. Let me plan something else. He has to do a rollout.
Yeah.
And he's not the only artist that was rolling out. J. Cole hopped in his friggin' Honda and drove 50 states or whatever.
Yeah.
Cardi B was on every train in New York. You know what I mean? So there are many.
She was selling incense on the friggin' side of the road and shit.
You know? So I just feel like right now artists are kind of in the state where numbers aren't numbering anymore. So they kind of have to do rollouts and interact with the people more. Shout out to Drake, because there's other streamers that were gifted. The first streamer that pulled up to the ice sculpture, I think the A.W.O.L rep or manager just like dropped off a couple of bags of clothes for him, so that was dope. There's another streamer that was licking the ice sculpture, that was an idiot thing, but he got gifted beer subs from Drake, you know.
He gifted them 200 subs, bro.
Jeez.
Like, him having an album benefits everybody else, not only us as Canadians, but us especially, right? Here in Toronto, you know how much people were able to benefit from being able to be next to this ice sculpture, bro?
I mean, yeah, all of us, low key.
I did a live stream. I did my first IRL stream ever in front of that shit.
I benefited as a content creator. I got beer content over there.
Same.
Yeah. So salute to him for like making his rollout inclusive where everybody else can benefit from it too.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's what kind of like brings it all together, is like he almost created like a communal sort of art installation. And I think that he knew what he was doing. He knew all the content creators were going to be there. He probably was like, yo, Friday's going to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
low-key, I told me to.
Really? That's so dope, bro.
Said bring the flamethrower.
Mud.
Oh, saying you could have got the 50 bands if you went up there.
I don't know about that. I don't think I would have.
You would have been a valid candidate though to like deliver that.
I feel like it was pre-planned, bro. 4D chess.
Do I want the 50-year-old man to climb up there and get like that?
Okay, you're saying more like the liability aspect, but in terms of like visibility,
no, that and the audience. Like I feel like the audience is like kind of more where Drake wants to target.
Yes,
you know,
because he already has Friday's demographic. Exactly. I feel.
Yeah, no, he knows exactly why he picked who we picked.
Imagine Friday up there, friggin' slipping around and shit.
That would have been mod. That would have been mod. Like I'll do whatever for the content, but not whatever.
They might have to send a helicopter.
Broke up my old ass.
Yo, I can't get down, guys.
But yo, I had a friend from America who was like, yo, I'm so jealous I'm not in Toronto, because she like loves Drake. So I was like, yo, the whole world is looking at it like, wow, like Drake, like that's in Toronto. That's Toronto. Like,
fam, you don't even have to love Drake. You could just be a content creator and you're looking from the outside like, damn, if I was in Toronto, I can get some content right now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Even all while it's getting friggin' taken down by the fire department or whoever's taking charge now of it, there's still content to be had, fam. You know what I'm saying? You can be in front of it while the friggin' thing is melting down, fam. You can run it for as long as the shit is up there, bro.
And it is smart from a marketing sense because every picture that gets taken in front of it is promoting the album. Every video, every piece of content that happens by that ice sculpture, every news article that's bashing it or whatever is promoting the album. So,
and it's a moment in before I even say the moment in time part, brother, you know how many times I heard the date of Iceman through the mouths of friggin' nerdy ass news reporters, bro? Well, we're in front of the Iceman sculptor and they're like, okay, Jessica, so when is the album actually dropping? And then she's like, well, May 15th. And it's like, bro, you're getting all of these people to promo your date, fam.
W.
That's insane, fam. But like, bro, the power of the way that this guy has brought all of these people together, fam, is insane. Predictions, though. What do y'all think is going to be on this? If we can just speculate a little bit. Is this going to be him doing the pop album? Are we getting a lot of gal tune? Is he going to start barring up and freaking cutting everybody's heads off? Keep in mind before you answer this is the first solo album in 3 years.
I want to ask something because on the Joe Budden podcast, they said that 40 is involved with the production. Do you know that?
I have no intel. Like I said, like I'm blocked.
Because I feel like that would kind of, you are blocked. That would kind of impact like the sound and the feel of the album. Me personally, what I'm expecting is
and
like
the cohesiveness.
I'm expecting like hard hitting, like trap drums with like the more like dark melodic sort of vibe Drake pissed, you know? And I think he'll have a couple gal tunes. I think he might have like, but I think a lot of it's going to be like more like dark, like what did I miss drop? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think.
I could see it being like a Views 2.0, you know, where like you have your rapping, but you also have like your 1-2 dancehall Afrobeat, you know, you have your R&B on there as well.
Yeah.
I do think he's gonna like loosely address things, but I don't think he's gonna like go back.
He's not gonna harp on it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna harp on it. It's been too long.
So do you feel like the tone of the album is gonna be more like smooth player? Cause like yo, Iceman, or is it gonna be like anger and like pain?
I think there's gonna be a lot of hard hitting, like he's gonna rap a lot, but he's gonna give us hits. Like salute to One Take Jake, right? We were having a conversation before and we were running through like some of his albums and like how hit heavy some of his shit used to be in comparison to like how it started becoming after. Like all the way up to Scorpion, even though Scorpion had too many songs, period, it had bare hits, fam.
Now, I loved Scorpion because like I don't see it as one album. If it's just one album, it's too long.
Yeah.
But it's technically a double disc.
It's like a double disc.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when I want to get into the like my rap bag, I can listen to the rap side, you know? But the R&B side is fire as well. Like some of my favorite Drake R&B tracks is on that side, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
and hits came off of the R&B side too. Like the In My Feelings, it came off of the R&B side.
Yeah.
Huge tune, right? But he also had friggin' Nonstop on there. He had
Mob Ties.
Mob Ties is on there. God's Plan is on there. I'm Upset, which is not a hit, but like it was one of his first songs that he ran with, like to like promote the album.
Yeah, that's like a baby hit still.
It's a baby hit, right? And then there's ones, I'm looking through the playlist right now. I'm trying to see if there's any other. I just named like 4 or 5 hits right there. We're going to get that on this album. Where you're going to get like 4 or 5 songs that are just going to run through maybe the whole year, fam.
Ideally, that'd be dope.
If he's able to promote it properly and get everybody's attention, because I feel even part of the reason why he's doing all of this extra promo is because he doesn't have the label able to just push the button for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think he's also, because of that, he's taking the precaution. But I think deep down, everyone uses Spotify or Apple Music every day. You're going to see Iceman new release.
Yeah.
like everyone's gonna check it out. Whether it's gonna slap or not, that's gonna be up to us to decide. But everyone is going to check it out, especially because it's his first solo album in how many years? 3 years. Bro. All this marketing and stuff, post Kendrick.
I do think the numbers are going to be insane for those reasons. However, the expectations are so high. Like, I don't know if he'll be able to deliver on that, you know?
I don't know. I feel like the expectations are always high for Drake because we hold him to a high standard because we've seen what he can deliver. And I think maybe it is a little amplified now because of the context of,
it's never
rap
been
beef.
this high, bro. Like, he never, like, the Pusha T beef, like, that was kind of bad with the blackface and all that. But, like, the way that this Kendrick guy hit him with that Not Like Us tune, bro, like, that shit, like, left a mark, fam. Like, there's a lawsuit that left another mark based off of that song or the way that the label handled that song. Like, fam, that's like a lot of damage to the man's reputation that he's digging his way from. I've never seen Drake in this position, ever in life, bro.
But can I be honest? I feel like because the state of the game right now is like not really rap focused, like there isn't that much hip hop or rap in like the top 10, top 20, top 50, you know? I feel like the game needs him. So it's like they're willing to bypass the Not Like Us and like the lawsuit because it's like, bro, at least we can get some good music to play and like
right before summer too.
Yeah, like I feel like his value is more than like hating on him. You know what I'm saying? Is worth more than like what you would get from hating on him.
Hold on, let that breathe for a second. Natural, are you okay with those statements that were just said right there? The game needs him, the man said.
No, definitely, I could agree with that. You know. And also in the sense
that's
of
that's the title. The game needs him.
I'm writing it down right
now. The artist, the game definitely needs Drake. You know what I mean? Because he can't move around LA. You know what I mean?
He can't get a blind.
But okay. I was talking to the Canadian press, and what I did say is everyone was equating Drake to Thanos, and I do think that is a valid analogy. Because even in Endgame, when like all the Avengers are there trying to take him out, and then like Thor has like that final blow that's supposed to take out Thanos or whatever, and then like the Avengers end up losing. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's kind of the events that played out. Where like Kendrick, Kendrick came in like Thor from the friggin' ethereal realm, you know what I mean? Try to like get Drake out of here, and then Drake is like, oh, you should have aimed for the head. And then this Iceman might be the snap to wipe all these niggas out. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Bro, you got viewers. Like, this is like a video that goes out to the public, fam. Like,
I'm just honest, bro. Whether I'm pro, con, everything. Bro.
Yeah, the people like, yo, wait a minute, whose side are you on, man? What do you mean? Stop saying all that nice shit about Drake. But it's facts.
You know what I mean?
And even outside our own like Toronto bias, Americans are even starting to realize that no Drake music is equating to less hip hop in just popular music in general. You know what I'm saying? Or just in the ethos. Like maybe the quality of the music that we got accustomed to is just not there without Drake anymore.
So that's kind of sad.
But I do want to. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah,
but
let's hear some hate, man.
I don't want to say there has been no Drake music in the last 2 years because Drake has dropped a lot of music. You know what I mean? Like, just only a couple things have stuck. Nokia stuck.
Yes.
Somebody needs me. Someone loves me.
Somebody love you.
That stuck.
Yeah.
Which one didn't?
I still hear. I hear some shorties bumping it. What did I miss? That kind of stuck.
I don't think those stuck. Like Nokia and Somebody Loves Me, those are like undeniable.
Rich Baby Daddy.
That was before.
I thought that was like during the beef almost.
That was before. That was on Fat D.
And pause. But the thing is, all of those other songs that you mentioned, with the exception of Nokia and Somebody Loves Me, which you said were undeniable, the other ones were great songs. But if he had the label behind them, they would have been charting songs.
Is it because Nokia and Somebody Loves Me, it didn't have Drake's label behind it, but it had a label behind it,
yes.
So there was some help to push it?
And the songs were just that infectious that the suppression couldn't stop what was happening because that album was still suppressed and did the numbers with the suppression.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about the same Drake pre the label not working in his favor anymore. And I know people are like, well, tough luck. Fam, his competition, the labels are working in their favor. So like, can I have the same sauce as everybody else? Or you're mad at me, so I can't have the sauce no more.
Hey, when you've been living with privilege for so long, when your privilege is taken away, it feels like oppression.
Is it privilege or is it just what you get because you help to keep the lights on for real, right? So I do deserve more freaking points and more money than these other guys. And the other guys, they're getting treated well too. We're not acting like it's privilege and everybody else is getting treated like dog shit. Like Kendrick is getting treated very well.
No, that is true, but I do. Okay, now that I'm like with the Facebook program stuff, literally my views have gone from like 600, 1,000 to like now I'm getting like 30,000, 40,000 views on my Facebook posts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do believe Drake when he says that like when you get into certain systems, they push your shit.
They push the red button.
But I feel like he was benefiting from that literally up until this point. So like now that you're just treated like, I guess, the average artist.
Like who?
Like, I don't think like freaking...
He's not like the average artist being like an independent artist because if you're on a label, you need the button.
Nah, not everybody on the label is getting that push though.
So Travis Scott don't get the button. Friggin' Nicki Minaj don't get the button when it's time. Friggin' Cardi B doesn't have the button currently on her. Like this is what I get for being signed to you guys, giving a percentage of my friggin' money to you. So why can't I get the same privilege as everybody else?
When Atlantic was going through that whole change, they let go majority of their biggest acts because they're on some like, yo, we're not spending no money on you niggas. Kodak Black, NBA Youngboy, Meek Mill, all those guys. So like,
they're not as valuable as Cardi B. So we kept Cardi B and now we pushed the button on her when her album was finally fucking ready.
But even her, like, they kind of pushed her off the diving board and then she was just able to swim. But that's why she had to go on every dusty train in New York and hand out incense on the side of the highway and shit.
That's part of what she was doing, but they put marketing dollars behind her. When Travis Scott drops, they put marketing dollars behind him. When Kendrick drops, when J. Cole drops, they all put marketing dollars behind them and they push the button so that they can get their return on their investment.
Exactly.
Why the fuck can't Drake have the same privilege? Because he's beefing with them?
He sued them.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's suing them because you guys were doing something to devalue me. So like you guys are beefing with me and not giving me the same privileges and then expect me to just sit down? No, I'm gonna sue you niggas.
I feel like that claim is only valid if they had intentionally sought to destroy Drake's career through Kendrick. It would have been so intentional where like they went to Kendrick and said, yo, like, but if it's an organic conflict and then we just fall into the realm of freedom of speech. And if that's their artist and Kendrick's their artist, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they have to be fair. They're like, okay, well, you know, you said stuff about him. He said stuff about you. Obviously, some of it was defamatory in nature.
Right.
But obviously, they're not going to push the button if you're suing them.
Look at Kanye. They're not pushing the button on him. You know what I mean? For obvious reasons.
Yes.
But it's like, when you go against the powers that be, they're not going to big you up.
Reward you.
You know?
If anything, they're going to try to blackball you. Pause.
But listen, I'm doing super heavy lawyer work today, bro. Kanye and Drake are way different examples. Drake didn't go around having anti-Semitic sentiments, anti-Black sentiments, friggin' whatchamacallit, dissing people's youths and saying that they look freaking having handicaps and stuff like that. Drake just beefing with his label.
But what do you think could do more damage? Kanye saying those things or Drake winning a lawsuit that could completely alter the music business from this point on?
It's right now with Kanye is still dealing with the consequences. He just got wireless freaking, he can't canceled on him. He can't enter the UK. There's other festivals or other countries right now. I think Sweden just said, we ain't having you over here. So he's still dealing with the consequences of his actions.
No, that's true. What do you, okay, if you're Lucian Granger, those guys, who are you more worried about? The crazy guy that said some crazy stuff or the greatest artist that is trying to sue us and like completely change our business model moving forward?
Yeah, I'm worried about him, but like, doesn't that sound like a cause that can help everybody else moving forward?
It depends on like what comes from this, because I don't think it will. You know what I mean? if you could get sued off what you say in tracks now, like I feel
Not that part. Because that sounds really good. Like, yo, you don't, I can't make this songs anymore. No. It's not that part. Those songs and the defamatory things that are being said in those songs are being pushed by the powers that be so that it could degrade my money so that now when I come to renegotiate with you and you still want to keep me, not get rid of me, keep me, but keep me for a lower price.
Get you, yeah.
Okay, so everyone who hated my Doug Ford takes is about to hate this take. If I'm running a label, yes, I'm going to decide who I'm pushing and who I'm not. Like, oh, every artist should get equal distribution. No, like, you niggas, like, no one's bumping your shit. I'm not going to put you guys on the front page. You know what I mean? So, like,
if nobody's bumping their shit, I kept the lights on for you. I helped build your label. I helped build these fucking streaming companies. And this is the fucking thanks I get, bro?
Yeah, but right now, like, the world is calling you something. Like, we don't want to put you on the front page right now.
Yeah, you guys push this shit. After I freaking help put all of the lights, the money that I make from my budget pays all of the other freaking losses that you guys take over at the label. Same thing with Apple Music. Same thing with all of these other streaming companies. But now it's fuck me. Come on, bro.
Business.
But and fuck me for who? Who you were replacing me with? Somebody who's not going to give the same outputs?
I think this is just a very like corporate mentality where, let's say, like, you're trying to move up, they're gonna find ways to make sure that you can't justify it. They're like, oh, well, your performance here was that actually we did this, that, and we realized that, yeah, we actually have to give you less. So, like you said,
That's
like, as a
crazy.
business, like, they're just trying to maximize their bottom line, and they know that they really want to keep Drake on the roster, but like, he's probably asking for a ridiculous amount, like an unprecedented amount of money.
I want to make you a slave. Man's like, I don't want to be a slave. And they're like, okay, well, then we're just going to suppress you. What the hell? Yo, fam, that's evil, fam.
That's power, though. That's power plays. Because it's like Drake's asking you for $1 billion, let's say. You're the record label. You're like, bro, we can't give this guy $1 billion. If we can get his value down, we know we can make $1 billion off him. Maybe we don't have to give him all that. And that could be what's like at play.
And we'll get off of this Drake stuff in a second right here. Keep in mind, he's raised their, I don't know if it's called their IPO or whatever, or like he's raised their stock prices on all of these different companies so that all of their shareholders have been able to make more money. And now it's fuck me?
Well, it's kind of like Boosie and Vlad. It's like, you should have known your value. You should have, you know what I mean? Like, we made you lit, you made us lit. If you want to go out in the world, you know what I mean? You could do that, but we're not about to give you everything we got.
I think he deserves a little bit more than Boosie deserves what he was asking for. That's the thing. We're talking about the guy who basically helped build streaming companies.
I know, fam, but no one's bigger than the program.
I guess not. I guess for what this conversation we're having here, like, we're literally learning that, like, no matter what I've done, not for your record company, for the music industry. And I sound like I'm glazing or whatever, but it's just facts, fam. Like, me and Jake were having this convo behind the scene. Like, he was the face of Apple Music. He was the first exclusive album or artist on Apple Music and type shit. Like, you literally built this shit off the man's back.
No, it is messed up. Like, Drake was, and I always say this, I always respect Drake because he went through the contracts and he didn't cry. There's man's like Frank Ocean that did those Apple Music deals and finessed the hell out of them niggas.
Yes.
So, like, I agree with you that they should be looking at Drake and giving him everything. But from a business mindset, you don't want to set a precedent where, like, oh, this artist got $1 billion, so how come I'm only getting $1 million? How come I'm only getting 50 million?
Because you didn't build the friggin' backs of where, like, Chance the Rapper's able to have an exclusive deal with Apple because of Drake. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with freaking whoever else who's had an exclusive post. That is because he set the precedent.
But there's such thing as, like, cashing in too late. You know what I mean? Like, when Drake's value was the highest, that's when he should have, put his dick on the table and said, yo, I'm not doing nothing more for you niggas until I have points on this shit. I'm walking.
He did. And that's when they gave him the $400 million.
So it was fine for him then.
Yeah, I want more now. And now you're telling me I'm not worth that when I know I'm worth more. I built this shit.
But Drake is not doing $1 million first week anymore.
We'll see. We'll see.
Just to conclude, like, it is kind of comparable to Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson almost single-handedly built up Sony Music, like,
yes,
globally.
Not only Sony Music, MTV, all those other different platforms too are built off of the back of Michael Jackson and these music videos and everything.
And all these new artists that came after.
Video directors that were able, video styles that were like more cinematic and freaking productions based off of Michael Jackson's freaking blueprint. What are we talking about
But
here?
then look what they did to Mike. Like,
Yeah.
and it's comparable, you know. They wanted to defame him. They did everything they could. They pushed the PDF stuff. Then they actually just targeted his actual doctor. Damn, they actually did the same play almost.
Same play.
But Mike made it a little easier for them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, like if Drake had a Neverland Ranch,
Listen, with all due
He has
respect
an
to the
embassy.
man, them.
it's different though.
No, but he did give them like ammunition
Yeah.
too,
Mhm.
right? So they took that same ammo and used it in the smear campaign.
Yeah.
That's very Michael Jackson-esque. And it's very coincidence that the Michael Jackson movie is coming out around this time, or came out around this time too.
Mhm.
Wow, the stars are aligning, man. Anywho, salute to Iceman. Okay, anybody who's a Drake hater, you can like tap back in and into the program over here. This is where we stop talking about Drake. Maybe. Okay, you might come up somewhere else in the program, but I doubt it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.